Welcome to our episode today. Today we'll talk about our field, which is asset management, asset integrity, and reliability. Today in NDTX, this is different. We talk about the technologies, how we can bridge the gap between the current state or the present time and the future of technology, how we can emerging them, how we can use it as a tool. All of these technologies and handling the hands-on experience, we cannot wait to get this knowledge from the hands-on experience for the prestigious person like Mr. Muhammad Al-Four. Mr. Muhammad Al-Four is our guest today. This is for me. This is honor to sit beside this guy because he's very hands-on experience, almost 40 years now, right?
More than 40.
Yeah, more than 40 years. So it's not easy to get this knowledge from any other source, by the way. So today, inshallah, we're going deeply for that knowledge, which is already related to the NDT technologies. So, Mr. Muhammad, first of all, I'm welcome you today in our prestigious broadcast, as you know, in NDTX. So, first of all, I need to know from your point of view, how you can see not integration the technology. First of all, I need to focus about the hands-on experience, which is already, as you mentioned, now more than 40 years, mashallah. That's it. It's not easy to get it, by the way. Also, Mr. Muhammad Abul is working with Aramco, which is the biggest company in the Middle East, maybe in the world now. So you can say something, how you can implement your hands-on experience in beside of technology to get the final or the valuable results that you make your industry is stand for a long time. Let's say 5 years coming, 10 years coming, something like this, because it's not easy to handle something like this.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Engineer Ahmed, for the invitation, and also thanks NDTX 25 Expo to come to Cairo and share knowledge and participate in this event. It's my pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is for us, by the way, to be honest.
Thank you. Really, that's why I would like, my message to the new generation to take it in easy, and learn step by step. One of the biggest challenge for the new generation to be patient, to start in NDT. NDT career is not easy. It requires a lot of, talent. It's not anyone should be there.
Yeah.
Because, the quality and safety, result, it's really very important. Very important to the client, very important for the environment, very important for the safety. So I should be, as a client or as a service provider to select the right the right technician or the right engineer that really meets some requirement to enter this level. Plus, again, I have to start with him, with the traditional. Traditional means when I explain to him the foundation of the NDT and why we use the NDT. Because all this advanced technology is started from this, based on this traditional NDT. Yeah. This hands-on experience and maybe tough work, it will pay back later on, because later on, whatever you face in the field, whether in fabrication or in the oil and gas or aviation, I'm sure some of them are repeated, or at least you can manipulate it, you can modify what you thought to resolve this challenge. Plus, when you started, from the ground with the hands-on, I'm sure with level 2 and level 3 that you are working with him, they should, not only hands-on, also to know the standard and the procedure, because working just for detection or just working without based on requirement, it might be not help to understand why we need non-destructive testing. So I have, I'm always saying, in many events, education of the NDT and hands-on required really, like a wake-up call for the industry to have really a good training program, whether in the university, in an institute, in the company himself,
Yeah.
even in the company, they have to have, a mentor for those young engineers to be, share knowledge, work with the expert, so they can really absorb this,
The
knowledge
gap.
and the
The gap
gap,
between the
and
guys. Yeah.
continue within the years. I am sure these guys or this, technician or engineer, they will be important asset for the client, for the service provider, or for the industry in general. So this is how we should think about it,
Yeah.
because the gap between, the expert and the young, it's going big. So we need to, every individual or every, owner,
Play effort
to, yeah, to
in this
put
point. Yeah.
effort, because this gap we need to be close, or,
As much as we can.
we cannot eliminate it, but to minimize,
Yeah.
so to
As much
have
as
a
we can.
good, yeah, a good engineer, a good technician, that really, whatever the cost at the end, it's, the cost for them is still cheap,
You say something.
comparing to the, if there is any failure.
Yeah. You say something amazing. For me, before, if you remember, we talk about the mentor role
Yeah,
and the the guys which is from new generation which is
yeah,
coming to our industry, uh, and the blaming, it should not be on the mentor only.
yeah,
Also, we have some commitment needed from other
yeah.
side. That's why I need you to explain this point, because in sometimes the guys coming from new generation need to know everything from the mentor, and the blaming is just only on the mentor
Yeah,
only. That's
I have, and I face like this problem. First of all,
yeah.
I have to prepare like a checklist or a program. What I need to give this mentee, what my responsibility and what his responsibility.
That's
I don't want to be, to feed him and he is careless at the end of the, of the program. He will come and complain and say that I didn't get nothing and this guy is not give me. I have no time for you if you are not really willing to, and
serious. Yeah.
seriously to take
Yeah.
this opportunity to work with an expert in this, type of field, really require commitment, really require a commitment, that really to take the time and understand things that really you will face in the future. All of this, it will help you in your career later on. Whatever your salary or whatever,
Yeah.
promotion, it will be back to you.
Yeah.
You later on, even in the CV, when you put your CV, I work with engineer Ahmed Sharif or
That's it.
engineer
Yeah.
Muhammad Abu Far. This is add big value to you.
That's
So, and you came and work with me, and you waste my time. I really, I will inform you after a few days if you are not, I'm not satisfied with you.
Yeah.
Please, you
So
need to
it's
leave.
not depend on the mentor like
Yeah,
you. It depends also on the both
yeah,
party, by the way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It is like, it's a circle.
Circle.
It's, yeah,
Yes. Yes. 100% agree.
both need to work. But I'm always like, to have a plan. I like to have a program, a checklist that both agree,
Yeah.
and also whoever my boss and his boss that agree about this program need to be, completed with certain time frame. So at the end of the, if this
Yeah.
the time frame, I will be, if you question me about, and I will tell you, I will, tell you the truth about this gentleman, whether I'm satisfied with him or not.
Very good.
And also I am, because I have so many cases, I really,
That's why I need to mention some of them now. Let's go deeply for that some technical issues, which is, the failure mechanisms, or let's say failure modes that you already faced in some of assets that you have, especially in stationary assets. When you go for that assets, do you remember a case study, or giving us a case study what you deal with, and also what is the technologies that you implement and helping you to catch the failure early, as much as you can in your side, because you know that you have a very insights in that. I know that you already you have a lot to say here, so I'm really appreciative.
well, I've been in this exercise for a long time, so I prepare, and I also, alhamdulillah, yani, my way, it continue with my colleague there at work.
Yeah.
What we have, first, as I mentioned today to one of the my colleague, he asked me. I said, yeah, traditional is there. You need to do like a first, a first defense. You go and do it.
Yeah.
Do it, then you bring me the result. When you bring me the result, I will evaluate. This, it will help you if that technician of the conventional NDT, he's qualified or he is working good or not, because I only evaluate him and verify.
Very good.
Second, you know, I
Do you have
think
some cases study related to that? You see the guys that already submit the results for you is not qualified enough.
no,
Yeah.
there are some of the cases. The technician afraid to say what type of indication. He will say laminar indication. He is not sure what type of the indication. So he will
It's a
say
gray area.
yeah, gray
Mostly,
area, possible crack, possible something. You know,
Something
this
like
type
this.
of word, either I will sit with him to verify whether he really too difficult, because in some cases, yeah, really, it cannot be, it cannot be conferred by the manual UT. I know, I've been in this, field, and I know what. At the same time, is it, his result or his conclusion about the type of the defect, is it really real? Is it correct? They mentioned
get it
today
back,
about
to get it back, yeah.
I always saying about any technician, especially level 2 and level 3, they have at least to take the training of the 570 damage mechanism to understand before he work in the static equipment or in the pipeline or anywhere in the in the oil and gas industry with their piping or equipment, to understand what type of defect expected. So, and also to know what this line is inserted, whether corrode, so I know what the damage mechanism. Is it, the line is insulated, where the damage mechanism? Is there is water, what damage mechanism? Is this pipe or the material old? So I know, expected what type of damage mechanism. Is this stainless steel
That's it.
or carbon steel? All these, I prepare, or I develop some checklist that really it help. It give you,
For
let's
each
say,
type of
60.
each type of failure mechanism, you did that before?
No,
Yeah.
I asked a question the client to give me those information. From there, I sit with my group before they left, and I select, because your question about selection which technology.
That's it, yes.
Yeah, based on the manual, whatever, traditional done, and also what type of, what type of equipment and what expected, then I will select the right equipment
yes.
to make sure that minimize the time, so we minimize the cost.
Yeah, definitely. It will impact on the cost finally. Like our harsh industry, like petrochemical, oil and gas, all of that, it's a mean a lot for the saving time.
Yeah.
Saving time is saving money, as you know, and as you mentioned now. So what next is AI implementation. I think you have a very good insights in AI, especially all the time you take a lead in talking about the AI. We listen AI a lot, but I think there is a lot of perspective or a lot of point of views around AI. How you can see the AI as an implementation in NDT field, by the way?
Well, look, we've been forced to expedite our result.
Yeah.
This is, always, by the higher management or even direct, supervisor, that to expedite our, result. We need to meet the time frame for the T&I. We need to meet the time frame for the construction. So, or to, to verify and validate the samples. So, I've been, I'm looking for something to help me that I can be fast and accurate, From there is no, there is no, solution except AI.
AI.
But AI, it need to be.
It's a tool now.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Yeah.
It's a tool that help me to finish my job correctly in the right time. So I have to, but at the same time, I have to select the right tool, because nowadays most of those developer, they are not familiar with the NDT, or they get only a few, what they call it, a few information. So especially for operation, damage mechanism, those type of damage mechanism in the operation, they are always not repeated, not the same, not the same orientation, not the same, design, because those crack really, they have different orientation and different angle, and whether they are surfaces or go through wall crack, so they have different mechanism how it look like.
Yeah.
So with the AI, not all the time addressed. So me as an expert, when I see this, I have to, control the AI
Sure.
and make sure that, those defects, whether, especially I will, and, from my checklist, I will know whether this one is
Did you
critical or
see any
not.
negative impacts
So,
from that?
well,
Or let's say disadvantage for using
no, it's,
AI as much as
no. It is really advantage,
very
especially
good.
for the construction that require, instead of 10% to review the film, I can do 50%, very quick.
Mm.
The phase array result, instead of doing some, as a, similar to the RT, 5 world, or I mean 20 world or 30 world, I can do more. So I, especially for those pipeline 1,000 kilometer, I can verify more.
Mm.
This it helped me, the quality,
Very good.
the quality will be,
It's a helpful,
yeah,
helpful tool.
at
Yeah.
least, I will be, more comfortable
Yeah.
about each welder and technician do that job, because I know, I have all his name, so I know this X did the
Is
job.
useful for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did for him 50 world, and all are okay. While the other, I found something,
That's what.
so then I will move.
Yeah.
So
That's we are
I
talking
have to
about
develop
experience.
my own way, above the, out of the box,
This is
to
a unique
verify.
mix, I think.
Yeah.
This is a unique mix about hands-on experience, what you can do with who, by the way. So this is very, very good. I'm talking about the challenges of the change. We coming from Arabian culture, as you know, and all the time I say that Arabian can do everything. Not other guys saying that we are, behind or something like this. No, no, no. We are lead of some industries as Arabian, by the way. How you can see that the resist of a change from our leaders in our industry, like harsh industry, like oil and gas or refinery, because you are from the biggest company in oil and gas, which is Aramco. So I think you have a lot of, ways to, or you already see now that all over the world, in USA, in UK, and also in Asia and Middle East, you see the level of resist in all of that countries, by the way. How you can see the Arabian as in comparison of Arabian culture and Middle East, in comparison of change, management, in comparison of the Europe and USA. Are
Well,
we on track to, because I just mentioned after that for the NDT technology using AI and robotics to include it in our industry, and they need some decision making, in that area, and maybe face some resist from our decision makers. That's it. So how you can see this whole story, by the way, from your point of view as expert?
well, I'll tell you something.
I think you have a lot of stories in this area. Yeah,
All the GCC countries,
yeah.
oil and gas, they are looking for technology. All of them. They are
Oh,
looking for a good technology that they can save, they can inspect their integrity and and to have
amazing.
safe operation. So wherever I go, travel, to any of those countries,
Yeah.
I've been asked, about what technology you have, what new technologies, what do you have any technology for this application or that application. And even when I go to the ASNT conference or to the NDA conference in Seoul or in state or even European, I met there
That's why
my
I'm
friend.
asking you,
Yeah,
because
I
all
met
the
my
time you are
friend.
on the plane,
Yeah,
So that's why I'm asking you
I
this
met
question.
my friend, and they said, they came there. They are just looking for a
Yeah.
technology that really, moved from traditional to the smart NDT. So, but
But there is no obstacles in this journey.
well,
Um,
there is a obstacle for, for the approval. Not obstacle, but they are very hard, very strict in the approval, because those equipment are too expensive,
Yeah.
and the failure, and most of those, technology, sometime they are implemented in different environment of the Arab countries. So it might be not meeting the environment, or what we have had here, high temperature, windy, sun, storm, a lot of things that maybe is not in the
Yeah.
Europe or in state or in Canada. So they want to, and I agree totally with our management there in the GCC. we have to be careful to be before we approve and do validation. Even I have one of the posts about the validation is a must.
To seeing the ROI
Yeah.
coming from this
Yeah,
implementation.
and I cannot, because you did in somewhere or you get approval somewhere,
Yeah.
and they mean that it will work in our area. And when I tell you something, one of the phase array when was first introduced, I was in Canada and it was overheat.
Oh.
Overheat in Canada. How about you bring it there in the pipeline? So this is when then
This
they
is
told.
self-cooled
Yeah,
assets, by the way.
then they told me, yeah, we will fix it. They add another, fan, because to make that, because Canada, it's totally, the maximum temperature maybe 25. Why will we reach 50 or 50 plus sometime? So it's
yes.
really we have different environment, and I totally agree with the management that to validate, make sure that it meet our requirement, make sure that we get benefit from the investment. It's really the GBD or the income from this technology
as a
that
benefit.
really
Worth it or not.
worth or not. So we've been in these exercises, and
Very
we
challenging, by the way.
we
This is
we
very big
we
job.
we kick many, and we accept many too.
So you make some your assessment about the technology, not accept anyone, by the way.
No.
It's only benefit for you.
No,
and the
we are
industry and
open. We are
giving you
open,
step forward.
but الميدان يا حميدان. يعني we have to come to the to the
In a
field.
comparison,
Yeah, and
with
we
other
arrange with one application, and then we'll see. Sometimes more than one application.
Yeah, as a part of technology implementation, we have digital transformation journey. And this is not only in NDT.
Yeah.
As you know, this is expanded for all controlling the assets, by the way. So how you can see the digital transformation journey, including the infrastructure. That's why I'm asking you, the like sensors, implementations, and assembly for all the devices that can help you to giving the insights about your equipment or asset health. So can you see this as also a challenge, or this is mandate to get this technology or to turn on your digital transformation journey, by the way?
Well, if you look to the most of the theme of the conferences is about digital transformation.
That's it, yeah.
Most,
That's why I'm asking you, because you are an expert in real life, by the way.
Whenever I go to the to the conference, I will check the theme.
Yeah.
Or check the
digital transformation.
or check the track, the theme of the track. So those means that really it's very important to the to the whoever organized this event, and also the organizer, he went to meet the oil and gas or the industry. That's why he put digital transformation. Yeah, there is a resist, because I think you mentioned about several company, you or someone today, during the presentation. There are a few, and in fact I have some let's say they are not equal. They are not equal.
Yes.
Some of them really they need hard work, to develop or to improve. Some of them really it's good, but there is no one. Let's say this is the
really
top.
100%.
Yeah. But again, for me, as I have infrastructure that really I need, some solution. At least now I will be all my conventional NDT to be digitalized. For monitoring, for record, for things that I want to know the history of the line, what's going on, what's the problem is there, who is the technician, who did there, who did there. It's like a security. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it. I need it to have whatever I need it, and from there to move with the AI and the
baby steps at least. To going forward
to convince that it's very useful, and plus those sensors, it's really for online monitoring and data send it to the cloud, and the cloud is
even
internal.
If it not have an impact today, it will get impact in the future. That you mean?
It is.
As a baby
It's coming. It's coming. It's the leaders, they are pushing for that. All the leaders, they are pushing for that, to have this, but with the right development, with the right manufacture, and in the right equipment, and to see that it meet our requirement, and also our consultants or our engineers satisfied with the result.
Yeah, very good insight from you today. Last question is how we can. This is advice for the new generations because we have some responsibility, special you, because you have a very good reputation in the market. You have a lot of year experience, as you mentioned today. It's more than 40. You have a very good reputation in your company, which is the biggest company in the Middle East, at least, which is Aramco. So now this is you are a right person to give the new generation advice about the how you can bridge the gap between the market, as you mentioned before, and their knowledge, which is already got it from the college or even university or a technical school, at least in our generation, because the roadmap for them is not clear enough, is a vague vision like this. So what's your advice for this new generation to 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 bridge this gap?
Well, we have, whether we are the government or we are the asset owner or institute faculty, we have to bring, those, young, engineer or a new graduate to here, to the, like this conference. We have to come and see what's the industry, talking about.
Yeah, very.
What they have. Let him come and see Engineer Ahmed and see the others and get at least to be, to talk to this, individual, learn from them,
Yeah.
see them, and ask a question. So I'm sure, it's lead by example. This is one of
Yeah,
the
lead by
learning,
example. It's very good expression.
yeah, lead by example. So
Yeah.
those, if you expose them to the like this conference or any conference of the NDT or
Yeah.
integrity, really, I'm always, in Saudi Arabia. Whenever I been,
So Aramco is pushing that nowadays.
whenever I been, one of the organizer or one of the organizer committee or technical committee,
Yeah.
I always push, whoever, organize this conference to invite university, mechanical engineering student to come and visit us free of charge.
Yeah.
Free of charge. Let him come.
Very
Let
good
him
advice.
attract.
Yeah.
Let him attract. With the exhibitors. Let him attract with the engineer. Let him attend the session. Let him see what's going on. Let him see this technology that can see behind the scene.
Yeah.
See something
Very
that
good.
do whether do intrusive or non-intrusive. Let's see this word technically where they are can implemented. Let's see the technology that just arrived, and came to our country, just arrived from, all around the world and come to be implemented here. These things, believe it or not, if you, continue in this practice,
Journey, yes.
practice, by default, those guys, they will come back. First, they will come to their parents that we are there in NDTX and we meet so and so and so.
They get the way now.
Yeah, and they get the way. And oh, that guy, I saw him in the TV or in the bus or in the Lincoln. And really, I took a picture. So
Yes.
let him enter early to this field. Let him see how it's the benefit.
Amazing.
And all this, it will reflect back on his career later on. Later on, when
Maybe
he
I
look
think
for
the
a job,
booster for the
yeah,
journey,
later
yes.
on when he look for a job, he knows what's the requirement. At least when he go to the link and look to the post and they're looking for requirement, he can distinguish which one is important, which certificate. And when
Yeah.
he look to your boss today and see all the certificate, where are from, where here, is it this, is available in Kingdom or not Kingdom? As I mentioned, I've been asking India about how I started my career.
Yeah.
When I started my career, there was one Indian came to our company and he failed in the UT test. But the company that time, in 1988, they need Sharewave UT, conventional.
Yeah.
They keep him. So I asked myself a question, how come this guy failed and they keep him?
Yeah.
So later on also, we were 30 guys in 3 tables. And they give him 1 table to write the report. So this man raised for me another
Yes.
question to be close to him and go and visit him in Rome, being a close friend to him, and go and visit him and learn from him ultrasonic. Then later on, I asked him about the training, and I asked the service provider, is there any training in the kingdom? That time in 88, there is none. Then I decided to go to India, and then with respect to the India, someone told me don't go because it will be maybe your certificate will not be credit or something. So I came to TWI. So I went to I changed my budget at that time. My salary was 3,900.
Something you
My
cannot
budget
afford
was,
even to
yeah,
have.
my budget was around 3 to 4,000 to be in Saudi. Then to seven or
Very good example for the
five
India.
thousand, yeah, 5,000 in India.
Thank you.
Then to 15 to 18,000 in TWI UK. Then I met the head of the level 3. He said, no, don't you go UK. Go to the US, because here we are implementing CB189 and the American EBI and
Yeah,
AWS.
yeah.
So I decided to go there, and my budget started, as I said, from 3,000 and with the 28,000. And I went there and I met Chuck Hillier, where he was the ASNT. So I know the ASNT, exposed to the world,
Yeah, yeah,
exposed
the
to that
knowledge, yeah,
something. Then I came
leading.
back and being someone different from the others. That's why I start my career and never stop. And not only that, I always also look to approve myself international. And that's why I get this 7 award international.
Yeah, that's why.
More than in Kingdom
So
there
the
are a lot.
struggling is the root cause for doing that award, by
I,
the way.
I,
The
I was
struggling.
in parallel working here in the in my work
Yeah,
at the same
the
time.
day-to-day action.
Yeah, and the same time finding what's the requirement, what need
To be
to
aligned
get,
with the international
yeah, with the
standards.
international, what they need. I look for the award. I look for the award
Amazing,
to
amazing, yes.
to test myself.
Very good
Yeah, to test.
role for the
Yeah, to test
guys.
myself. Am I good,
Yeah.
technician, or am I good
I'm
engineer or
capable to
not?
do
My
to do that
capability
indeed.
and everything. And Alhamdulillah, yani wherever I go now.
I'm really honored
Yeah.
to be beside you in this,
Yeah.
because this journey is not easy. I know that because
Yeah.
I'm getting some struggling till now. But what you say, I feel what you say. It's not easy to get on that role and then going back and then going for the international stand, especially if your organization is not pushing that. I know
Yeah,
that your organization
I
is
bought
pushing,
a lot. That's why I have
but
one of the
individual
posts.
effort is
Yeah,
required.
I have a post about self-development.
That's it.
Yeah, self-development.
I
bought.
need it, please.
Yeah, I
Can
talk.
reshare it again.
No, it's
Yeah.
there in the in my.
LinkedIn.
If you go to my profile, it is
Yeah,
there. I may
I
share
will
with
do
you.
that, yes.
I bought that one self investment, and I bought a lot of my in myself self investment to get certificate, to meet some some requirement, just to improve myself without to be ahead of others. I'm always
Very
not
good.
looking
Very
not
good
looking to
example.
the around. I'm always looking to be the top number one without any looking to. I'm not looking to any
harm
games or
anyone
something.
beside. Yeah, no. Yes.
I know my way. I need to be. I need to improve myself, and I look to the international, and that's why
Amazing.
I prove myself in Europe. I prove myself in
USA,
US.
yeah.
I prove myself in South Korea. So wherever I go, and even here when I go to the conferences, I can
Thank you.
comfortably
Yeah.
talk. And beside that, I have a wife that really accept my
Yes.
traveling, my things to do
This is a very good
without.
support, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Without
yeah.
that, we cannot do anything in
Without her,
NDT.
really, really,
Yeah.
in this, I thank him,
Yeah.
and really for for all the time I spend to develop myself, because impact to her and his children.
Yeah.
So all my kids now, they are
I think
high educated
they all
or
our
everything.
backbone in our in any progression in our career life, by the way.
Yep.
So I'm really thank you today. I'm really thank you because you already give a lot of insights to the new generation, to the decision makers, and also to the implementation. How we can use AI to help you to not to depend 100% on the AI. It's not like this nowadays, at least. We're talking nowadays. So I'm really appreciate your experience, your insights. You almost deliver what you see, almost in your experience. I hope to have a lot of times to get more and more from you, but it's not last time, inshallah. We will get in touch.
And just last, some people, they are afraid from share knowledge that they will lose. For me, I know I improve myself.
Huh?
And it is my way, to talk, comfortably about things, and I'm not afraid to share knowledge.
You are a
And
very
also,
humble person. I agree. Yani, I can say that for anyone because I know you well. You are a very humble person. You have a lot of experience. You have a lot of a very good position now in the market. By the way, in NDT especially, you know a lot of network all over the world, from the biggest level to the lowest level, and
Alhamdulillah.
still you having and keep your humble the same as. That's why I'm really thank you to be with us today. I'm really thank you for your insights. Inshallah, meet together a lot in the next events and next you know,
Inshallah. Thanks
future,
God.
near future.
Alhamdulillah. Thanks God for that. And I will continue this journey with you guys. You know, some like with you and the other. Really, they are very friendly. And I like Egypt. And since I came, you know, this
Yeah.
is the third time when I meet people. I love, you know, to come here and share
This
knowledge
is
and
your
talk to
second
them.
home, so
Yeah,
you
and
feel free to come.
alhamdulillah, يعني, all the time I see something new, and inshallah we work together to have, you know, this conference to be really top of the list, you know, of the best conferences in Egypt,
Inshallah.
and we push it hard, all our effort. I am sure with you, you know, to be here when they talk to me about you,
Thank you.
I said
Yes.
you are the right guy. So inshallah we all work as a one team to push this
Inshallah.
conference
Yes.
to be
We'll
inshallah
definitely do
recognized
that.
for, you know, as top one of the NDT
Yeah. We
conferences or
deserve that
integrity in
here in
the,
Middle
in
East,
Egypt.
especially in Egypt. We deserve to have some, you know, such event like this. This event is growing up with your, you know, with your effort. By the way, to be honest, the effort is coming for you because you do a lot of effort for that. I saw that with my eyes. By the way,
Thank you.
how you are yeah, taking care from this event, especially. So
Alhamdulillah.
I'm really thank you to be with us. I'm really thank you for your pushing Egypt, you know, forward for NDT. By the way, I know that you have a lot of insights for that. Also, Egypt have a lot of experience. As you see today, you have a lot of experience. So I think it's easy journey, inshallah, for us. By your guidance, with your experience, we will go for that, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much for attending this.
And thank you for your invitation and for your kindness.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
the best.
Thank you all. See you in the next episode, inshallah.